If I told you that in 2018 being a number 1 player on the leaderboard mean making only 16 billion honey, you would probably think I would be a number 1, but Beast Simulator has changed a lot since then. So who made the biggest jump every single year from 2018 to 2026? Who had the most potential to become the greatest honeymaker ever? And who got everything but got banned?
And this is me, the world record booster in Bee Swarm Simulator.
When the Beast Simulator was released, players were only making a few millions of honey. And the daily honey making leaderboard didn't even exist yet. But there was one girl which had much times honey than other players. And her name is Mythic.
Welcome to my new video. Today I finally complete everything in Bee Swarm Simulator.
And who she actually was? She was the big content making YouTuber. She 7 years ago got the world first 50 bees in the game. And in 2018 she made her first 100 billion honey. And again in 2018 she made 1 trillion of honey. But what was the key of boosting in that year? And how she actually did it? Then in 2018 Ona introduced the very first Beastmas, and with Beastmas came two things that completely changed the game: Festive Bee and the Festive Beans. Festive Beans were absolutely insane. They had no cooldown, gave instant conversion for 30 minutes, and most importantly, you could share them with everyone around you. And SD Mittens took full advantage of this. Thanks to the power of Festive Beans, she managed to make absolutely ridiculous 100 billion honey in a single day. For 2018 standards, that wasn't just impressive, it was completely insane. But on September 2019, everything started to change. First, Onet added the 35th bee zone, which unlocked some huge upgrades, including the coconut canister and coconut cloaks. He also introduced the petal shop. By the way, here I'm on 78th place, and if you want to support me, please hit the like button and also the subscribe button. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. But then came Beastmas 2019, and Onet made one of the biggest changes in Beast Swarm Simulator history: Mythic bees. And that's where things got crazy. One of the most powerful mythics was the spicy bee. Its flame could massively boost your honey making, especially if you combine it with festive beans. Players like Slip were able to push their numbers all the way to an insane 8 trillion honey in a single day. And here's a crazy part: the SSA didn't even exist yet. Imagine making 8 trillion honey a day without a Supreme Star amulet. Then came 2020, after Slip, another absolutely crazy player, started making a name for himself: Mr. Mosquito. At his peak, he reached around 500 trillion honey in total. And based on what we know, we can estimate that his biggest boost was somewhere around 5 trillion. Well, his best day may have been around 50 trillion honey. But even with numbers like that, he still wasn't the best, because after Mr. Mosquito gave someone even bigger. One of the most known, most popular and the most legendary players in the Beast Swarm Simulator history: Elol.
You were tossing me around like a rag doll all day long.
I know! And I'm an old lady! Imagine me in my prime! I would have destroyed you!
He in the same year did a 70 trillion boost and passed the Mr. Mosquito. And this is what Hive looked like back in 2021. And in his Hive were actually only spicy bees, because in this time it was actually really OP. And in 2022 there was once again someone who managed to challenge Elol. His name was just some noob. In the beginning he was a red hive and he actually passed the Elol. But after some time players started realizing that being a blue hive was actually the key to making insane amounts of honey. And then, at the end 2022, something happened that completely changed the game again. Natural Macro was released. For the first, players could automate their farming and make honey without even being at their computer. By the way, people still using this strategy today. Blue hives became so powerful that even years later, players were using them to push all the way to level 20. And if you want to know how to be a level 20 hive fast and easily, look at this video. And by the way, Elol with this strategy hit the 100 quadrillion honey. And Elol after his milestone just left the game. But everything changed when Onet released the Digital Bee update. Digital Bee completely changed the meta. And when combined it with the white hive, the results were absolutely crazy. The example for a good reason is a Fragile Silence. After Elo left the game, Fragile Silence completely took over. He started making way more honey than Elo ever did. But then in August 2025, someone new appeared. Another white hive, Smarty66. He wasn't just a random player, he actually did the world record boost.
And this is me, the world record booster in Bee Swarm Simulator.
Fragile Silence in 2025 as the first person hit 1 quintillion of honey. And he left the game same as Elol. And the last person in this video is Pollen Marks, which did 50 quadrillion boost. But now there's a question. Who got the potential? Who is for me the best player all the time? For me the player with the biggest potential was definitely Smarty66. And Smarty, if you are watching this video, leave a comment and tell us how many days would it take to come back. Guys, you can also hit the like button and the subscribe button, and that's all for today, so thank you so much and see ya!